In this video I'll show you how to convert a measurement in feet, inches and fractions of an inch to another measurement in inches and the same fractions of an inch. One of the approaches will use a tape measure, and I have two variations on this, and the second approach uses a calculator. We'll do that later. Let's get started with the tape measures. So if you buy a tape measure, the measurements in feet and inches as well as in inches might be printed on the tape itself. Over here you can see that 1 foot 8, that's a dash, by the way, that's not a subtraction, it's not 1 minus 8. 1 foot 8 is 20 inches, or 3 foot 5 is 41 inches, or 5 foot 5 is 65 inches. Done. Conversion is finished. Very easy. You just have to look at the tape and read it directly off the tape. If you have another kind of tape that does not have feet and inches printed anywhere on it, then what do? If you have a measurement such as 4 foot 1 inch, well, you have to find the 4 foot mark, and that may not be printed clearly on it either. You need to remember that 4 feet is 48 inches, and then 4 foot 1 would be 1 inch to the right of the 4 foot mark, so it's going to be 49 inches. If you do have the foot mark clearly printed on the tape measure, finding 6 foot 8 is fairly straightforward. Here is the 6 foot mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It happens to be 80 inches. So that's how it looks like. 6 foot 8 is 80 inches. Very straightforward, but you have to count the inches off. Maybe not one at a time, but something like that. You have to count the inches off. 2 foot 11 could start, finding 2 foot 11 could start at the 2 foot mark, or could start at the 3 foot mark, and 2 foot 11 is just that number, 35 inches. Because it's 11 inches and 12, so that one makes another whole foot. So 36 inches would be, of course, 3 feet. So that's another way to do it with this kind of a tape measure that doesn't have feet and inches printed at every inch measurement. You're going to have to count the inches off on it. And finally, if you have no tape measures whatsoever because you're writing a test, all you have is a calculator, pen or pencils, whatever, and you have to figure out a measurement such as, I don't know, how about 7 feet, 9 inches and a 1/4 inch. So how many inches is this total? Well, the 1/4 inch remains unchanged. It's just going to be staying 1/4 inch in the final answer. And I'm going to write up the calculation steps somewhere here on the bottom of the page. Very straightforward. So what do you do with the 7 foot and the 9 inches? They need to kind of merge into one number. So every foot has 12 inches. So all you need to do is enter 7 and multiply this 7 by 12 equals 84 inches. So I'm going to write the steps down here. 7 times 12, somewhere here. 84 inches. Don't write it down anywhere just yet. We're not done. 84 inches. And you have to add to it another 9. So just plus 9, like so, equals 93. 93 gets written down here as final answer. 93 inches. And the 1/4. Don't forget the 1/4. So steps wise, I'm going to write. So that equals 84 plus the 9 equals 93. So those are the calculation steps. Let's take a look at another example. For example, let's go with, I don't know, 27 feet, 11 inches and 3/8 of an inch. The 3/8 part remains just 3/8, so there's nothing to do with the fractional part, and the 27 feet and the 11 inches need to be merged together into inches. So what you do is fairly straightforward. Oops. There we have it. So 27 gets entered in the calculator. gets multiplied by 12 equals that number, and this number gets 11 added to it equals 335 is the final answer here. And 3/8 of an inch, that just stays there. So that's how to do it on a calculator. It takes very little time, but you have to remember the steps of this calculation. So that's how it looks like. Thank you very much for watching.